All right, here we are with number two. I'm going to go full out Italian this time. I've got my authentic Italian from Italy, Penne Regatta, and my Mutti imported from Italy, I believe, Arrabiata sauce. So this should be true Italian, just to combine them and have a new experience. Now, I normally wouldn't put links to things like the sauce because they're very easily damaged in shipping. But the only way I could find to get this was through Amazon. So I'll add a link in the video description below. So to talk a little bit about this imported penne, one of the things I realized as I bring this up to the camera to show you a closer look is everything is in Italian. So I was looking for the cooking directions only to see that we've got an English nutrition label, which I think is required by the FDA to be sold here. I maybe could Google the information as far as what's the cooking time. Obviously, you're going to bring a pot of salted water to a boil. And I noticed here, right in the front, it says cooking time 10 minutes. So I can totally handle that. And a little information here. And I'll have a link, as I mentioned, in the video notes to Amazon for where I acquired this. Now, the Mutti, this is found in the grocery stores. This is supposed to be, I believe, imported. I haven't actually read the details on the jar. I don't see imported here. Maybe they make it in the US using Italian ingredients. I don't know, but I'm anxious to try it. I've heard good things. And yeah, so let's get to cooking. Okay, so while I've got it cooking, I thought the packaging on the pasta was pretty fancy and unique in that it opens like this with a gold foil lining, and then the pasta's in a little bag that I've sealed and closed with a clothespin to keep it fresh. Guess that lets you know it's fancy. Back to cooking. Okay, I've got it all prepared. I have to say the Mutti sauce, when I poured it out of the saucepan, there was almost nothing residing in the pan. It was weird. Normally there's residue from sauces when I warm them up in the saucepan. This just slid out almost like it was watery, but it doesn't look watery here. As you can see, as it's cooking, I see chunks in there, which I thought this was supposed to be smooth, but again, not a big deal. I just had expectations. And then this pasta said it needed to cook, as I previously mentioned, for 10 minutes. And I was worried, as big as this penne is, that 10 minutes would not be enough. But I'm following the instructions. I went maybe 20 seconds over just to be certain, and maybe not even. And it's steaming hot right now. And this is what we've got. It smells great. It looks good. Let's see how the Italians eat, shall we? This is what I'm led to believe. This pasta, it's very starchy. Wow. Wow. The pasta sauce. Wow. See, this is why I'm doing this, because wow. Why is it a wow? So as I mentioned, I really like the Rayo's Arrabbiata. At Michael's of Brooklyn, meh, it's okay. This doesn't have a typical American pasta tomato flavor. It's not, describe it. whatever tomatoes are using this or how they're seasoning them does not come across to me like a lot of pizza sauces and marinaras do that all mostly kind of taste the same with a few added seasonings between the two, right? From a pizza sauce to a standard marinara. And when I compare it to the Rayos, even Rayos still tastes like it's still using commonly flavored tomato sauce, I guess is the best way. There's nothing common about how this is flavored. And I don't know if it's the seasoning or the tomatoes. Maybe it's both. Well, that's really good. Again, the thicker pasta, I like smaller bites. The pasta, for me, isn't making that big of a difference when I cook penne. Um, I almost feel like I prefer the flavor and texture of the Barilla, but it just might be because of the size. Dealing with larger bites, I don't know. It's just a texture preference. I'm sure that Mutti sauce is going to be great on the Barilla or in any pasta, really. It's got just enough zing, just enough tang. I have a bottle of water here in case, like, oh, this is really super hot. Michael's had very little heat. You had to get a lot of sauce in your mouth to feel a little heat. This, oh, it builds. It's really nice. It's got a very nice tingle. The flavor, that unique tomato flavor, and that seasoning, it's not too sweet. This feels like an adult, proper, to me, proper penne meal. So this is how the Italians eat it. If this is what the Italians are saying it's supposed to taste like, I wholeheartedly agree. I wasn't sure if I would. This is really good. I will be buying this more probably than the rails. This is now my new favorite. All right, now leave me alone. I'm eating. Onward to the next taste test. This one's going to be hard to beat.